Welcome back to the channel, guys. I appreciate you stopping through. Today we have Red Sand MX Park V2 by the man Alex 22 Designs. Now, if you're wondering why the title is The Fastest Lap, it is because within the first 5 days of this track releasing, the person who posts the fastest lap that they've ran to YouTube, whoever has the fastest lap out of all those people wins $25. And I think that's awesome. But before we get any further in the video, man, make sure that you drop down below and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, share the video if you want to be generous, you know what I'm saying, and join that Discord for any giveaways that we may do or just to chit chat with some cool people, man. Now, we did have a Red Sand MX Park before in MX Bikes, and it was by the man Callum Designs. That actually came out a while ago. And Callum Designs actually helped Alex a lot with this track, he said. So that is pretty cool, and it's cool to see an updated layout for the track. So this one does not have all three tracks. This only has the main track layout, as to where the previous version had all three, which is fine. And also, this one is not sand soil. This one is just regular soft soil. So you have more traction than you would on, like, you know, your typical sand track. And he said he did that so that way, you know, all players can enjoy it. And it has some big jumps, so you can throw some nice whips and just get some good flow going around the track. Now, we are on the preview bike today, and I wanted to test it. I originally started on the public bikes, right? But I was like, I want to see how the rear end kind of reacts to all of these bumps and just test this out. And so far, man, it's looking pretty good. It hasn't kicked out on me weirdly or anything like that. So I've actually been riding the preview bikes a lot, though, because on the tracks I'm building them around the preview bikes just to kind of future proof it for anything that might be coming out. If they do increase the speed of it or whatever, that's fine, because it's built for the preview bikes the way they are now. So the speed being a little bit faster isn't going to hurt the new tracks, which is actually good for this track, because it seems like he's done the same thing, because the preview bike that we're riding today is getting around it just fine. So, but this track is actually quite fun, man. I am a fan of sand tracks normally, but the way that he built this one, even though it's not sand, actually works really well with the game, man. This track flows. It really does flow, and the ruts seem to be holding me really well, so that is a big plus, man. Also, I can't believe I forgot this. I didn't even mention, this is his first track release in MX Bikes, which is wild. His first track release, and he's getting it on the shop. Probably a big part due to Callum, so shout out to Callum, man. Callum, I enjoy Callum's tracks a lot, and yeah, but it doesn't seem like Callum took this project completely over, because, you know, the design and everything is a bit different than what Callum normally does. So that is good to see, man. I definitely enjoy this track, though. I think it's a good track, and I think a lot of people will enjoy it. Now, it is releasing on the shop tomorrow at 7 p.m. UK time, he said, and it will be $1.50. And for this quality of a track, I'm all for it, man. I think that is good value and a good price point for this track, and I really enjoy this track. I have definitely been enjoying this, for sure. I'm sorry, man. It's kind of hard to ride the preview bikes. I still am not. I've been riding them a lot, but you have to focus a lot more as we go down. You have to focus a lot more on, like, coming out of the corners, you know what I'm saying? Not smashing on the gas. And then I also noticed if you land on the rear wheel with the gas like pinned, your back end just slides out from underneath you, you know? So it is a bit more difficult, but I actually don't mind them. See, just like that. That's wild. I just got done talking about that, and then it happens. Kind of crazy. Now, I am recording this on Sunday, and this track comes out on Monday, but the Vikings just won, baby. We're 3-0. Honestly, I really thought the Vikings were going to lose to the Texans. Somehow we pulled that out. So if you're a Vikings fan, man, hey, that's what I'm talking about. I hope Justin Jefferson's finger is not all messed up. He didn't have any catches in the second half, which sucked for my fantasy team. But he was able to put up 20 points in the first half, so yeah, that's awesome. Actually, you know what sucks though is I fell asleep last night really early, bro. I fell asleep last night at like 9 o'clock or something. And I was sitting there all day with the TV on the qualifying and everything, and for, you know, Las Vegas. And I was like, when is the race gonna start? And then I looked and it was 9 p.m. and it was right when I fell asleep. So I didn't get to see any of the races. I haven't even looked at like any of the information pertaining to the race, anything like that. I do know I was watching the qualifying and Hunter Lawrence had the fastest qualifying time on the 450s and Deegan had the fastest on the 250s, but I haven't looked and seen like the overall standings or anything like that, so I can't speak on what happened yesterday. So that'll be something we have to talk about in tomorrow's video, man. Because your boy fell asleep quite early, man. I'm back on days, and whew, switching over kicks my butt. It definitely does. So yeah, this track though, I really think that it is a very good track. I think if you like the Red Sand MX Park, you're gonna like this track, even without it having the sand soil. You know what I'm saying? Even with it having soft soil. And I think that this track will have a lot of good races on it. So I definitely think it's worth the $1.50. And congratulations to Alex22 for having his first release of a track come out. Hopefully we see a lot more tracks from you, man. You definitely have a lot of potential, and I think that just keep grinding it, bro. Just keep grinding it. It's hard to balance everything, you know, especially with how much time goes into creating tracks. But you'll figure out a rhythm, and you'll figure out, you know, a flow, and the more you do, the faster you get. So just keep it up, man. I think that I think it's gonna be awesome to see what you got coming up. Maybe you got a fantasy track coming up. Hint, hint, wink, wink. I don't know. No, really, I'm just talking shit. I was just trying to put it in his head to get a fantasy track out. I love fantasy tracks, man. I really do. Speaking of which, that Coppermine track from B-Clay was killer, bro. He did an amazing job on that track. Absolutely phenomenal. And that track is very hard. So let me know in the comments if you guys went and picked up Coppermines, or if you will be grabbing this track when it releases. I think it's awesome that he's doing a fastest lap challenge. $25 to the person who posts the fastest lap on YouTube. W idea. Might have to copy that sometime, but if you have not already, man, join the Discord for any future giveaways. We should be having one coming up in the next couple of days. Hit that like button for me, man. Definitely helps the video. Share the video with your mom, dad, brother, sister, aunt, uncle, dog, cat, whatever you want to. It helps the algorithm. And make sure you go down below and hit that little subscribe button with the bell notification. You know what I mean? That way you don't miss any videos, bro. I started pushing all the videos to the subscribers. So hopefully you guys are getting those notifications. And yeah, that'll be it for us today, man. Y'all have a blessed day. Stay up. Peace.